warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Monster matchup.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Away. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Saka, played into the middle. Here's a corner. Kimmich goes short. Zanetti. And it's Rice. And the shot! Caicedo gets it away. And Baston shifted upfield. Irwin. And it's played forward.
It's good movement we're getting from that front line. Very flexible.
Yeah, really easy on the eye too, yeah?
Very much so. It adds more variety to their attack and asks more questions of that defence. Cat and mouse at its best.
Lam. Now, where's he looking? Nedved. Moved on forwards. Caicedo, forwards and with intent. Nedved. Acerbi. Manchester United, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Kaka. And it's Van Basten. Rodrigo. Van Basten. Can he finish? Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United are in front now. The game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Saka! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rodrigo. Kaká. Now it's Rodrigo. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Rice, gently done. And it's made its way to him. And that was very necessary. Gabriel have it back and can go again. Rice aim forwards. There's Kimmich. Mbappe, he has found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was
Good chance here! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Not yet. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rice. Mbappe. And here's Cruyff. And he's on his way. Zanetti. And here's Saka. He is just caressing the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Manchester United head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Cruyff brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Hernandez. Acerbi chooses to go cross-field. Lam shifted upfield. Rodrigo. Tar tries to clear. Nedved aim forwards. Irwin. Nedved. And here's Saka. Shapes to shoot! And kicked out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's Hernandez. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Here's Rodrigo. Lam. Cross it goes. Kimmich. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a...
Cruyff is fouled.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nedved. Zanetti looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's nice. Nedved. Nedved with a shot. A chance to play it in. And a play for a throw. Arsenal are making a change now. Alex Rice. Irwin. Climbs up big! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question there, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Caicedo. Saliba, gently done. Short changes him with that pass. Gabriel. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Kimmich forwards and with intent. And here's Saka. He's got away. And the ball's come loose here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Milan. Moved on forwards. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, this is a great position. In he goes again. Sticks it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Play towards the other side. Ribéry. And here's Kaka. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Your reflections then, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play and attack, and players willing to track back at all times. They were very good.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Bellingham. Toni Kroos. Mohamed Salah. Vinicius Junior. That's an excellent interception. Caicedo. And it's Ribery. Van Basten. Now it's Ribery. Here's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Hernandez. Ribery plays it through. Ribery. Kaká. beautifully. Feedy is such a good mover. And the shots! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Lewandowski. Bellingham. Thinks one through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kaka. Aim forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Moved on forwards. Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. Vinicius Junior. Barella, Saliba, Kaka. Kaka gently done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Ribery. Now it's Rodrigo. Ribery!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's there to clear it. A crossfield, changing the point of attack. Caicedo. Caicedo shifted upfield. Hernandez picks it up now. Ashley Cole. Crunching tackle. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Defending of the desperate variety. And the whistle goes for half-time. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again then.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Bellingham. Salah. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Manchester United are making a change now. And it's Toni Kroos. Van Basten, now it's Ribery. Out to the left it goes. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here. Bellingham. Mohamed Salah. And if you did take an extended half-time break, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Van Basten. Can he finish? And it's played forward. Now it's Pullet. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Figo. Pullet. Here's Van Basten. That looks a good ball through. He can get that clear. Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Figo, now here's the delivery. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Saliba cuts it out. Mohamed Salah. There's the shot!
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Ribery.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Van Basten. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, they could be caught out here. Played in deep.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Figo. And here's Van Basten. Same again, same outcome. been taken short. Cross it goes. Here comes another cross. Put it. And that's it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. This is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
Away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Florian Wirtz, is the latest in a line of many impressive German playmakers. He's already broken the record for the youngest goal scorer in the German top flight, and that's hugely impressive. And just watch out for him in terms of his movement. He gets into that right half space, and he loves to occupy that zone.
Rodrigo!
At him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came out beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gerrard. Alexander-Arnold. Henry. Played in by Gerrard. Played towards the other side. Hernandez has a look and plays it forward. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The shots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Played out to the right. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Over to the left. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rodrigo goes for a shot. Oh, it's come loose. And it's played forward. And now the breakaway. Now it's Wirtz.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And Baston looks to get on the end of this. It's Hernandez. And Baston. And a chance! Yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better there. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rodrigo. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rodrigo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
What a climb! No, he's got that completely wrong. Balde. Van Dijk. Besai. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Wirtz. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. Win very much in their sails. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Hernandez, early ball out from the back. Caicedo, Ribery, and Baston, shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Van Basten is offering a right smile there.
Gerrard forwards and with intent. And it's Wirtz. And here's Henry. It's Henry! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now, what about a counter-attack? He is through here. It's a loose ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Gets his head on it! And it's come back out to him. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. We can review the first half.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. Balde. Foot in. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Barella. Palmer. Barella wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Dijk gently done. And here's Henry. Henry!
Just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Henry showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Kaká. It's a great ball. Great chance! And here's Ribery. Played back in. Kaká. And they've got rid. Manchester United have reclaimed it. And here's Ribery. Oh, it's Van Basten. Cleared away. Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barella tries to dink it through and claimed it back swiftly. And they've got a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Van Dijk shifted upfield. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Alexander-Arnold. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Takes a shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Isaac really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's Robin. Alexander-Arnold looking for a run-up. Oh, super find. Nice interception, well timed. And that's a throw-in. Manchester United making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Valverde. Big chance! He scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Ruben Neves. And that's that. Manchester United fall through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Welcome everybody to a night which will be testing for all sorts of reasons. Big game, but a game being played in conditions which are well short of ideal. We have snow falling and the underfoot conditions could be really trying. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It's a monster matchup, Jim.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demands as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
We're underway.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Varela. Serbi looks to the other side, and it's Lan. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, he's found it. It's Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been clubbed away. Musiala. Roberto Carlos. Musiala. Roberto Carlos. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Rodrigo.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rodrigo. Proves too strong. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, gently done. Musiala.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball if he can get there. Ribéry. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Roberto Carlos forwards and with intent. Cafu. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Hernandez shifted upfield. Roberto Carlos, and it's Musiala. McTominay. Roberto Carlos played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Yamal. Time to deliver. Oh, such a clever touch. And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Musiala clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ribery aimed forwards. It's run loose here. Cafu. Rodri. Cafu. And it goes cross-field. Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. McTominay. And here's Roberto Carlos. Dinks one through. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. It's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. McTominay. Zidane. Musiala, and here's Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined. Ribery. Rodri cuts it out. Yamal. McTominay. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Muscular approach does pay off here. Cafu. And it's Zidane. That looks a cracking ball. Musiala! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Barella. Saliba moved on forwards. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Cafu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Roberto Carlos. Ribery. Played out to the right. Crunching tackle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Roberto Carlos. And it's played forward. And here's Figo. Kaká. Oh, shoots it chance! It's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Could be danger here. Cafu. Cross from Cafu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
There's going to be another change here. Barella. And it's Figo.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kaká shifted upfield. In with the challenge. Ruben Dias. The final 5 minutes. Manchester United moments now away from seeing this one out. Rudiger.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Played towards the other side. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. The final seconds now. Caicedo. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around the stadium.